Chapter 10, Paragraph 1. One can choose to be an active participant or observer. The issue with participating in the sardonic joy of the occasion is to the distraction of seeing the hidden meaning overall. Observing lends the soul a panoramic and aerial view where one can see without participating in the chaos of itself. This is where the confusion has come in and driven many a wayward soul to seek out quiet remedies and old antidotes with a new twist to solve what can only be resolved in full reconciliation, which occurs within the confines of one's own soul and spirit. Housed within every soul is the capacity to connect with truth. Chapter 10, Paragraph 2. Every soul has the ability to rise above the confines of its humanity and reconnect with its eternity that resides in the state of immortality. The strivings in the course of this earthly existence are meant to empty of any dependencies developed since its beginning here and return to its place of peace. It needs no outside nutrients to sustain its imperishability or find its original position. It is here that the soul is led to the place of peace, sidelined over the course of human time. This time is different for every soul and formulated for the same. There is no need for outer validation in your place of knowing. The measure of inner chaos sends one into malpractice rigmaroles that will ultimately lead one into truth. By acknowledging the light of truth, one comes face to face with every facet of one's existence. So much time is spent on the outer circumference of a being that the inner circumference wanes greatly. The garter of purity that shrouds the soul becomes dingy due to its continual neglect and improper assuages. Paramount to this change is one's own desire to observe all facets from the seat of stillness in the midst of all that one has experienced in this realm. So much time is spent defining and redefining, taking on another's dogma or plagiarizing some philosopher or another wise soul, forsaking your own inner fleck of guru that is unique to you. This serves to awaken and remind every soul, no matter what the age, sex, socio-economic status, political or religious persuasion, or the lack thereof, geographic location, nationality, creed, marital status, or the like, that none of these labels appear in the matter of the soul. Chapter 10, Paragraph 3. Every soul shares in the same plight as every other. Though the wrappings may differ from gift to gift, the intent and purpose remain true. When the inner peace and outer turmoil coexist as one in the light of truth with one another, this will catapult the soul in its unified sense with no further suggestion or religious retrospection needed. The outer world serves as a ruminant in coming to our sole purpose as we window shop life. This place of overabundance which lends itself to the next desire with open arms and no fine print visible, ekes out a path that will either lead to the truth or further embed the lie. As the soul is exposed to these offerings, counsel avails. There is a place where every soul seeks to go, where truth reigns supreme amid a sea of deceptive connotations and detours. Deciphering patterns have the ability to met catastrophic atrophies amid the sinewy tendencies that gravitate to darkness, though the light is operably available within the course of the same. Choice derived from a place of worry, fear, or doubt breeds terror at its onslaught. It has the capacity to catapult into a place of solidified rest once the full measure of its fatality has been realized. This too varies from soul degrees and positioning. The continual assault becomes a dull knock as one's true inner voice becomes a thunderous avalanche of quarry that knows its time has come. Chapter 10, Paragraph 4. Its contents, spilled to overflowing, cause the vessel to regurgitate lessons thought learned, reaching a plenitude, satiating every chosen chaotic remembrance, and beckoning its inner renewal to spring forth in its fullness. It is at this juncture that the outer persuasions cease to offer the same comforts and luxuries as formerly indulged. There lacks any desire to spend endless time soaking in the revelations of a fellow traveler to the cessation or dulling of one's own feet. Though one can appreciate the light emanating from another on this solitary journey that all have, will, and do travel, it cannot be to its own diminution. The awareness of the past becomes apparent at your time, no sooner and no later.